The Atlas throttle lock is a mechanical cruise control that bolts on in 2 minutes and requires no modification for most motorcycles. It's made of heat-treated, hardened stainless steel and held together with US military-grade rivets. It rotates with your hand as you accelerate, allowing predictable engagement and disengagement of the button with your thumb. It's natural and always right where you expect it to be. Each kit comes with everything you'll need to install the Atlas on nearly any motorcycle. The Atlas was created to solve the issues other throttle locks presented, like designs that are motorcycle specific, forcing you to sell the device with the bike, taking up grip space when installed, or require a non-dominant finger for activation, handguard interference, or, and this one's a very common problem, needing to decelerate to disengage the unit. The Atlas suffers from none of these shortcomings and is 100% sourced and manufactured in the United States. To activate the Atlas, you simply press the button in. Pressure and friction are applied to hold your throttle in place. To disengage the Atlas, press slightly in, then down. With the Atlas engaged, you can still adjust your speed by rotating the throttle. If your motorcycle didn't come with cruise control, the Atlas throttle lock will be your favorite accessory for those long days in the saddle. The idea of this new throttle lock came to me during an around-the-world motorcycle trip while I was clocking hundreds of miles on my motorcycle day in and day out. After receiving support and suggestions from literally thousands of riders, we developed a throttle lock to answer all of our long-distance needs. Take a ride with the highest quality, most ergonomic throttle lock ever built.
Pogo sticks always had potential to be a lot of fun growing up, but the technology just wasn't good enough to let us do what we really wanted. Back in 1997, we set out to turn pogo sticks into a whole new sport. Our concept was based on the idea of having a portable trampoline, something you can jump 3, 6, or even 10 feet high on, but also take anywhere you want to go. The V4 is the portable trampoline we'd always dreamed of. With the V4, you have the ability to add or remove air and completely change the stiffness of the bounce. Someone who weighs 300 pounds can jump on the same exact V4 as someone who only weighs 80 pounds. All you need to do is change the air pressure. In less than a minute, you can perfectly tune the V4 to each rider's preferences, pumping more air in to jump higher and taking air out to jump lower. This makes sharing it with friends and family a fun-filled experience that everyone can enjoy. You can also collapse the V4 to make transportation a breeze. Whether you're a pro or just stepping onto the V4 for the very first time, you'll love the weightless, flight-like experience. You'll get the basics in minutes, and from that point on, there's no limit to how far you can challenge yourself. With the V4, you'll be able to jump up onto ledges, down stairs, and over gaps of all sizes while nailing down some pretty awesome tricks. After playing around on the V4, you'll never look at your surroundings in the same way again. Obstacles and features that are too high for bikes and skateboards are perfect for the V4. For those of you looking for a fun way to stay in shape, the V4 will work most of the muscle groups in your body and get your heart pounding immediately. It's a killer cardio workout, and the best part is that while you're having fun bouncing around, you won't even realize how quickly you build a sweat. In order to achieve superior build quality and maintain the high tolerances necessary for the V4 to work, we manufacture and assemble it right here in our Southern California shop. We work closely with our suppliers to become a part of the build process, and as each component is made, we're right there to test them. This streamlines our manufacturing and ensures that every V4 we make is up to our standards. If you're looking for the portable trampoline that we always dreamed of, the V4 is going to knock your socks off. Whether you want to use it simply for exercise or to jump 8 feet high and do crazy tricks on is up to you. And we know you'll love every second of it. Join us and help change the way pogo sticks are seen forever.
Open Sesame. Sesame is what's called a smart lock, which means you can unlock it using your phone as the key. I've tried other smart locks. They're way too big. Their apps are confusing. They take too long to connect. And they're a hassle to install, and I'm pretty handy. But Sesame's different. You can install it in seconds, literally. No unscrewing, no replacing. Sesame has a patented design that fits any latch anywhere in the world. The app is handsome and intuitive, but you can open your door without it, like this. Or like this. Sesame senses when my phone is nearby and gets ready for my special knock. And I can get the optional Wi-Fi access point. It plugs into the wall nearby, so Sesame is always on my home network, and it's linked to the access point with Bluetooth, which keeps it connected while going easy on the batteries. And with no keys, it's easy to let other people in too. I can choose who has access and who doesn't. I get notifications when my lock opens and closes, so I can always know what's going on, no matter where I am. And it's got military-grade encryption. No one's hacking this thing. Open Sesame. Ta-da!
Listen. Blissful Seclusion. Each tune is so pure, it's liberating. Everything in between the lines is striking. I'm free, but lonely. And that's when I come back to your voice. It's almost like a rush when I hear it. The connection is so clear and effortless. Kind of scary how you can be so close yet so far away. I regain control. It keeps me moving forward, and I feel alive and full of passion. A sensation so bittersweet. And would it be crazy to call it magic? Because it's like I'm there with you. And that's when I realize I'm never actually alone.
So let me tell you some stories about when my 4 kids were little. Guys, come on. When you were little. Thank you. Carpooling was a big part of our lives. We always had boosters for our own kids, but not for the extras that came along. My Fold is so small that kids can keep one with them all the time. When my parents visited, we always had to juggle bulky booster seats from car to car. My Fold is so compact, you can store one almost anywhere. And My Fold is narrow, so you can easily put 3 in a row, even in the smallest cars. Do you live in a big city? How often do you jump in a taxi? They never have a booster seat, and that's not safe. And hey, by the way, that is not a taxi. Thank you. Last time you rented a car, you probably paid an additional $40 to rent the booster. That's more than My Fold costs, and ours isn't covered in another kid's dinner. Or worse. My Fold's easy to keep clean. You can even put it in the dishwasher. So I thought, if I could make a booster that's mighty small and mighty strong, one you could take with you everywhere, then children could always be safe, no matter whose car they're in. Using super tough plastic polymers and aircraft-grade aluminium, top designers, engineers, and industry experts, together, we've created My Fold, the most advanced, compact, and portable safety seat ever invented. And we can't wait to start getting My Fold into the hands and the bags of children all over the world.